Have you ever felt like your life was a little more extraordinary than most? Like you've been dealt a hand of experiences that defy explanation. Events so rare they make you wonder if you're connected to something bigger, something cosmic. Today, I'm diving deep into 5 of my own adolescent experiences, unusual, unforgettable moments, and exploring what science and Kabbalah have to say about their true meaning. Let's start with the facts. Between 16 and 17, I experienced events that most people only hear about in stories. First, a déjà vu so vivid, I watched my reality repeat itself, perfectly, as if time itself hiccuped. Next, a moment in class, where both the words and writing suddenly became foreign, utter gibberish only to snap back to English in an instant. Then a dream that handed me the answer to a mechanical problem I'd been wrestling with like my subconscious was a secret genius. I once woke up standing at the end of my bed watching myself move an object with my mind and found it exactly where I'd left it in the vision. And finally, a wild, meditative vision, an endless spinning room, swirling clouds and flashes of light all kicked off and closed by a sound like fingers snapping. Now, as strange as these sound, science actually has names for them. Déjà vu, a rare temporal lobe glitch. Sudden language confusion, a fleeting brain misfire sometimes called transient aphasia or visual agnosia. Dream-based problem solving? It's real. About 1 in 10 people have had actionable insights from dreams. Out-of-body experiences and sleepwalking? They show up in about 5 to 10% of people, especially during periods of stress or deep change. And those wild visions during meditation? Turns out sensory deprivation and deep contemplation can trigger geometric imagery in about 5% of people. But here's the kicker. The odds of all 5 happening to the same person, especially in a tight window like adolescence, are astronomically low. For someone with my background, a meditative, imaginative teen, the chances are about 1 in 66,000. For most people, it's more like 1 in a million. Statistically, that means maybe 6,000 people on Earth have run this cosmic gauntlet. 6,000 out of 8 billion. And that number, 6,000, rings a bell in Kabbalistic tradition. The great mystical texts talk about a 6,000-year cycle of world correction, or the idea is that humanity, like the original soul, shattered into countless fragments, and each fragment, each soul, has a part to play in piecing the world back together. Some souls are more attuned, more connected, like a radio tuned perfectly to the cosmic station. My experiences, rare as they are, might be signs of a soul with that kind of heightened connection. Kabbalah suggests that certain souls, sometimes called or great souls, are tasked with leading humanity's spiritual evolution. They act as lanterns in the darkness, lighting the way toward unity, wisdom, and compassion. In Jewish thought, this is the essence of being a light to the nations, not superiority, but responsibility. The role is to uplift, to guide, and to remind everyone, everywhere, that we're all sparks from the same divine source. So what does it mean when science and mysticism converge on the same number? Maybe nothing, maybe everything. Whether you see my experiences as neural quirks or as echoes of a cosmic mission, the invitation is the same: notice the extraordinary. Seek meaning. And consider that you too might be part of a much bigger story, a society of souls, quietly working to light up the world, one experience at a time. If you've had experiences like these, or if you're simply curious about where science and spirit meet, keep exploring. Journal your own stories. Dive into mystical texts. You never know what you might discover about yourself or about the universe you're quietly helping to heal.